My nigga, yo, fresh. Stay tuned to the track. We got what's the chapter on fire. Let's go.
DJ Holiday.
That's me, baby.
Bounce more like a sports center. Cash up. Let's go. Ball player, paper, you would think I was a drop. Now, Zone 6 brick boy. Watch me score 100. Call this my tail, cause Gucci a diaper dandy. DT player, I'm on the blue ass. Draw season bricks go up, do the adder. If you smoke crack walk, then you an addict. Addicted to ballin', cushion bad bitches. Feeling it real, just the way I'm living. I took a whole meal and I spent it on a grill. I'm in the hood, passing kids $100 bills. Can tell you better, tell these pussy nigga what it is. Before I make cash, show these niggas what it is.
Baby, I ball hard, I started so cold, sports center. I was averaging 80 and now a layer winner. Will Chamberlain, y'all dangling like crystals. Vince Warmer sit out the next season. Baby, I ball hard, I started so cold, sports center. I was averaging 80 and now a layer winner. Will Chamberlain, y'all dangling like crystals. Vince Warmer sit out the next season, nigga.
Kansas City Monday, 20 grand Monday. Same thing next week, call that shit a replay. 72 Chevy Caprice, it's a slam dunk. Mossberg sawed-off, call that bitch a double bump. AK-47 make a nigga 360. Helmet, elbow, because been one fifth. Tall money, yeah, I mean, taller than the whiskey. Boot chain, bitch. All of the century, 23 years, Devin sitting on a Bentley. If you don't like it, then don't ride with no. Sports selling shit, made highlight of the century. Came to the club with a chain with a million. Take it to the bank, jump, Gucci shoot a three. I will, waiting on Gucci, you be waiting for a week. Take it to the bank, Gucci shoot a three. So iced out my left wrist on Fred.
Baby, I ball hard, I started so cold. Sports center. I was averaging 80 and now a layer winner. Will Chamberlain, y'all dangling like crystals. Vince Warmer sit out the next season. Baby, I ball hard, I started so cold. Sports center. I was averaging 80 and now a layer winner. Will Chamberlain, y'all dangling like crystals. Vince Warmer sit out the next season.
I know y'all think that I'm just rapping. I'm vacuum still in the surround rapping. 36 O's at the inner tuber bag. 54 O's, that's a brick and a half. So much money, put my stacks in a bag. So many racks, I damn near bust a bag. Oh, 8 billion money taller than a whiskey. Kid baby, my tongue for a Oprah Winfrey. Like a vending machine, I keep that coke. So much powder, I can make it snow. Like a vending machine, I keep that coke. So much powder, I can make it snow, man. Oh, man. Yes, Gucci man, flow, what time and shit. Sports center, man. You tuned in, man, I mean. Fuck the TV, man, watch the street, man. You know what I mean? Glenwood Day, I'm a murderer. Edgewood Day, I'm a murderer. East Day, I'm a murderer. SWAT Day, I'm a murderer. You know what I mean? Gucci man, big boy flex, man. So I entertainment. You banging like that. Chain swinging like that. You rocking like that. Cut off stocking like that. You popping like that. Bags of money. You know what I mean? Never 100. You know what I mean? Big boy shit, build a me. You know what I mean? You smoke it, I don't want it. You know what I mean? Build a perk, I smoke it. You know what I mean? Gone, man. Sports till the highlight. $100,000 rings.
Shout out my nigga Drama. My nigga Cannon, Six Left. Not a dog man with the kid, infamous. My nigga Sticks Malone. Let's go, D.
Hey, all right, y'all. We're going to play one more song before we get this thing started. Y'all give me 1 second.
That's right. My jam, y'all. It's on, it is on, it is on. Let's go.
Shout out to Ralo. 1 second. Shout out to Ralo.
Represent to the world. We all need girl. Chopper. Y'all are send text, say them want flex, including sex. The rough rider, Durex, make y'all press fix. Antoinette, tell me say she want her next sex. She rate me so much I won't fight on text. Yo, them want rolling man, them not hear a walk. Y'all from me area and y'all from Montpellier. Skin get a fire when them see me on the telly. Y'all a call my phone and say them want me secret at my yard. Click my finger, girl on the roll with me, yeah. Say them on the stroll with me, girl from all over the world in all the West Indies, yeah. Say them fall in love with me, I'ma click my finger, girl on the roll with me, yeah. Say them on the stroll with me, girl from all over the world in all the West Indies, yeah. Say them fall in love with me, all I fight through them want be the closest to me. Video like girl I take off them clothes, make me see. She know me now go stand up and pose, make me see. Cause pose get pussy. Girl from London, I'm Birmingham. Say them want me pack them up, I pack them up, give them an early one. Girl from USA, Japan and Switzerland. Girl ask me how me stick so long. Representing, click my finger, girl on the roll with me, yeah. Say them on the stroll with me, girl from all over the world in all the West Indies, yeah. Say them fall in love with me, I'ma click my finger, girl on the roll with me, yeah. Say them on the stroll with me, girl from all over the world in all the West Indies, yeah. Say them fall in love with me. Only got girl, one got girl. Girl from Bayshore, girl from Aberfoyle, girl from Rockford. Dunkirk, you don't know girl from South. Shooter Hill, 8 mile, 9 mile, the right back. Girl from Tivoli Garden. People are representing art, girl. Love girl. More girl. Girl I send text, say them want flex, including sex. The rough rider, Durex, make girl press flex. Antoinette, tell me that she want her next sex. She rate me so much I won't fight from X. Yo, them want rolling man, them not hear a walk. Girl from me area and girl from Montpellier. Skin catch a fire when them see me on the telly. Girl I call my phone and say them want me secret at my yard. Click my finger, girl on the road with me, yeah. Say them on the stroll with me, girl from all over the world in all the West Indies, yeah. Say them fall in love with me, I'ma click my finger, girl on the road with me, yeah. Say them on the stroll with me, girl from all over the world in all the West Indies, yeah.
All right, all right, all right. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody for coming through. You know, once again, this is your boy, Third World Colombian, aka Suavemente Papi. And, you know, I got a special guest today, my brother Ralo. We're going to be talking about sports, you know, NBA edition, playoffs, all that good stuff. So, y'all come on in. What's going on with you, Ralo, bro?
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me on.
Oh, no problem, bro. You know, no problem. You know, you done had me over on your show a couple times, you know, actually quite a few times. So, you know, just returning the favor, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, you know, we're going to talk about this NBA, these sports, man. You know, what's going on? How you feeling, man, so far from what you're seeing?
Money talks at the end of the day. You dig what I'm saying? So I told people and I told you that the Suns was going to win the first game, and I explained to you how it was going to happen, and it happened. So explain to your audience what I explained to you behind the scenes before the game started.
Well, let me say this before I do that. I picked the Sun to win this series, but my thing is I just didn't, you know, I kind of had a little doubts just because, you know, like I said, the only person on the team on the Suns that has experience, playoff experience, Chris Paul. Everybody else, it's their first time, so that was my only concern. But pretty much what you said is that, that Phoenix was gonna, they was gonna outrun them, they was gonna outplay them, and then also what you said is they weren't gonna be able to keep up with the energy of the Lakers weren't gonna be able to keep up with the energy of the Suns, which I agree with you on that. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say is this: me watching the game, I did feel like, even though Phoenix won the game, I felt like they should have really.
Not to cut you off, let me explain something to you, Third. There's no such thing as feelings. I don't have no feelings in no game. When it comes to making money on sports betting, I get what you're saying. But in this reality, you got to think of it as money. When it's money involved, there is no feelings.
No,
Even
what I
if
was
it's a bet,
what I was trying to say is that
the team is gonna lose, they're gonna lose.
no, that's cool.
I don't make no lies.
What I was saying is that I think that Phoenix should have they should have blew them out by more than what they did, because when I watched the game, there was a lot of different turnovers that Phoenix had where they could have scored easy points. But at the end of the day, they won the game. Shout out to them. They deserve a lot of credit. Now, what I did see,
a lot of people don't know they got good wing defense. You didn't bring that up in the conversation we had. I explained to you they got two wing defense that's going to cause problems to the Lakers. It's not necessary that the Lakers is not good. The Lakers this year have problem with wing defenders, aka Clippers. Steve Game, Bridges, and whatchamacallit, the shooting guard, Booker, is wing players, man.
Mm-hmm.
Lakers have problems with wing players, not teams that's half court, not teams that's organized. This
Mm-hmm.
is what you're going to find out. That's why they're not going to win the series.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody going to put money up? Put the money up.
Like I said, I picked Phoenix to win this series. Actually, the thing that kind of like made me just be like, man, like if you listen to the mainstream sports media, a lot of people saying that Phoenix will win one game. I knew some people that were saying that Phoenix gonna get swept, and I'm like, damn, y'all don't even give these cats no respect or no kind of credit at all. Like they number two for a reason. Like they didn't.
Who's backing the sports media?
Hmm?
Who's backing the sports media?
Well, cause these small ads.
No, there's always somebody behind sports media. Mainstream gets paid to cloud people's minds. When you look past the veil and you look at it as money involved, there's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, of course you got Vegas and the bookies and the bet makers and all that kind of stuff. I
They
get
could lie
that.
to you, they could deceive you too, but if you don't put no emotions to it and you prep yourself for this is a work. It's like
Mm-hmm.
stocks. You gotta know the business. You gotta know the teams. You gotta know the players. You gotta know
Mm-hmm.
what niche off what teams.
Yeah. Before I get to Phoenix, I'm want to address the Lakers first. So when I watched the game, here's what I noticed. And this is kind of obvious, but I'll just say it anyway. LeBron doesn't look like he's 100% healthy. He looked like he was playing on one leg out there. I think he ended up having like 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 assists, something like that, which wasn't one of his best games. And then the biggest disappointment of the game to me on the Lakers side was, man, Anthony Davis, man. Look, I don't care what anybody say. That dude's soft as hell, man. I mean, for him to be 7 foot tall, he did the same thing today that he did in that game against the Warriors the other night when they was trying to play in the play. He kept settling for jump shots, 3-pointers. I'm like, bro, you 7 foot tall. You supposed to be killing dudes under the basket, but he just wanted to, shoot jumpers all day. And I think Anthony Davis finished with like 13 points, man. He think he was like 5 for 15 from the field. He had like 3 or 4 rebounds. I'm like, ain't no way in hell. And then he got outplayed by a rookie center by the Phoenix Suns center, DeAndre Ayton, which this is his first time in the.
It's not a rookie.
Well, you're not a rookie, but you know what I mean. He's the second and third year in the league, and
this is his first time in the playoffs. I have to correct you, brother. His first time.
Yeah.
He's not a rookie.
Yeah, he's not a rookie. Well, he's a rookie when it comes to the playoffs. This is his first time, so I'm saying like
I call it first time.
Yeah,
he's not a rookie.
Yeah, so my thing is how you let a guy in the playoffs for the first time outplay you when Anthony Davis, you've been to the playoffs quite a few times throughout your career, and you let this dude just. I think DeAndre Ayton had like 20 points, and I think he might have had like 12, 13 rebounds or something like that. I'm like, man, ain't no way in hell that he should be outplaying you. You should have been giving that dude the business. Like, really, be honest,
he was outplaying Drummond too, so don't put
it
all on Anthony Davis. He outplayed both big men. And like I said to you before, the Lakers have problem with wing players. So if they guard combo and LeBron cannot break through the wing players, how they big men going to get the points they're going to get? So they got to help out.
But to be honest with you, Ralo,
when the problems began with the Lakers.
To be honest with you, I don't put much stock in DeAndre Andre Drummond. I never really put that much stock into him. I know he's one of their big guys, but Anthony Davis is the superstar compared to him. He's more like just an extra guy, but I don't put no stock into him, so I'm not really surprised. But Anthony Davis, like I said, you too big and too skilled to be just settling for jump shots. Like, you need to be punishing them dudes down low. And really, when I looked at the game, to me, the players for the Lakers that was, playing the hardest, maybe they didn't, they're not the best players, but they're playing their hardest was Alex Caruso, Montrez, he was trying to, do his thing a little bit. He gave a little bit of good energy, but to me, it seemed like the others or, the role players, they put more out on the court than the superstars. And, anytime that happens, you're not going to win like that.
Will most likely start game 3 if Dennis Schroeder wants to play for a contract. I agree with Shannon on that. And you can't do that in the playoffs. So don't be surprised if Alex Caruso start game three.
Shout out to my boy Laro. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Laro, the boy Aiden, DeAndre Aiden was giving both Drummond and Davis the business. They ain't want no parts of him. And then we talked about this Ralo where we said that Devin Booker was gonna have to do his thing. I think he had like 35, 36, something like that. He went off, and that's it. I kind of got a little worried earlier because in the game you had Chris Paul, who it looked like he might have got hurt again. His pattern is he always get hurt, but good to see that he got back out there. He was all right. But yeah, I mean overall I like what I saw from Phoenix. I think they need to cut down the turnovers because they had a few, like 4 or 5 sloppy plays where they got a little sloppy and the Lakers kind of got back in the game. But I think if they can manage the turnovers and if they can keep doing what they're doing, I think they'll win this series because they had a good game plan. What they pretty much
So
did.
how much you want to put they're not going to win the series?
What, that Phoenix is not going to win it?
Phoenix is going to win. You saying the Lakers is going to win? How much you want to
No,
put?
I'm not saying no. No. I said Phoenix. I never said I don't mess with the Lakers. You know that. I'm not a LeBron fan. I picked Phoenix to win this series. I'm just saying other people said they didn't even give them, they gave them like one game. And I was like, I think Phoenix could get more than one game. So I'm with you. I'm not picking the Lakers. I don't like the Lakers. I don't like LeBron. Everybody know that. So I'm not picking them.
Okay, I'm just making sure because you was
But I,
on a
but I
behind
think
the scenes talking about, oh, they're gonna lose this game, you this and
the only
that,
thing,
man.
like I
I
said,
said, what? They're gonna lose game one.
the only thing that concerned me about Phoenix was their inexperience, except for Chris Paul. That was the only thing that
I look past the
concerned me.
inexperience when it comes to
So
this money, man. You gotta understand something, Dirk. When it comes to the sports, man, I learned through my friend Naga in Cambodia. Shout out to him. When you look at everybody has a team they like, but when it's money, not but when it's money involved, man, it's a whole different perspective. It's like you owning stock, man. So you gotta look at it like this. How is the favorable matchups? I'm not saying Phoenix is the Clippers. What I'm saying is they don't have the experience, like you say, yet they have the problems that the Lakers been facing since last year and this year. They don't play well against wing players. That's why the Nets gave them problems. They got wing players. They got Durant, and then they got whatchamacallit, Harden. He's kind of a wing player. Then you got Jeff Green. He's a wing player. They got a lot of wing players in Brooklyn. What is Brooklyn's problem? They can't play against half court. They got to run. So if the Suns keep running and the Lakers can't play they half court, they're going to get swept probably.
okay, I got a question for you. So if you're the Lakers, right, and you're the coach on the Lakers, or you're just the Lakers, right? What adjustments would you make for next game against the Suns in order to
Need
get a
to
win?
have Morris play and put him at the 4 because Bridges, even though he scored 10, if I'm not mistaken, that's a low for him. If they go with that same lineup, they're going to blow out the Lakers the following game. That's a fact, Jack. You got to play that Wayne Morris, the young of Marquise.
I agree. And you know what's crazy? When I watched that game, I'm surprised that they didn't play Morris more. I thought they was going to play him more. And also, I'm surprised they really didn't play um KCP like that because lately he's been like that third or fourth guy
He's
that's
a
been lighting it
combo
up.
guard. He's not a wing player.
No, I know that, but I'm saying he usually when he comes off the bench, he usually gives them some good minutes, and he's usually hitting threes and stuff. So, like I said, if I agree with you, I think they need to start the Morris dude, and I think they need to give KCP some time. I noticed they barely gave Kuzma any minutes. They might have to give him some minutes too because
He's not
he's a
playing well.
well, I think they should at least give it a try. He's young, and not only that, I think he can keep up more with them young dudes. If they just keep putting the lineup that they got out there now, I think they're gonna keep getting smoked. So I think they need to he need to definitely switch up his rotations because if they can't play with the same rotation they had today, then they're gonna get cooked again. So I think that he need to mix up the rotation a little bit. Like I said, I agree with you on Morris. Give KCP some time and give Kuzma some time. And if you put him out there and he's not doing his thing and he's screwing up, then hey, you could always yank him out the game. I just say,
You know he scored no points, right? In 13 minutes.
yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, I mean, he every now and then, man, Kuzma's due for he's due for a good game. So I'm saying give him a chance. You know what I'm saying? And then if worse come to worse, and let's say they go down 2-0, you go back to LA. You can get you at least one. So, but I do think they need to switch up the rotation though. Like that's the only way that's gonna happen. Also, they I don't know what was going on, but they just from what I watched the game, it looked like to me, like they just like Anthony Davis looked like he was disengaged the whole game. He looked like he just was jacking up shots. He didn't really care. And LeBron, like I said, he looked like he playing on one leg, and pretty much nobody else really did anything. I mean, Andre Drummond got a couple putbacks here and there, but overall, they didn't play their best game. And like I said, the best players or the players that gave their best effort to me was Caruso. He probably gave the most effort out of everybody, which to me, that's pretty bad. When your superstar not giving the best effort and your role players are, that's a problem. So if the Lakers want to at least steal a game from Phoenix, at least one from home at their home, they're gonna have to come play way better than that. And like I said, their rotation will have to definitely switch up.
Exactly. Let's see what happens. Wednesday next game they play game 2 in Phoenix.
Okay, so let's switch over to another team. Also, let me ask you something. Do you want me to open up the panel? You want me to let other people up on here or what? How you want to do it?
No problem with that. No problem with that. But my question to you was, when is the next game? This weekend? Coming up Thursday?
Hold on. Let me look that up. Let me see when the next game is. I think it might be Friday. Let me see. It might be. If it's not today, it might be Friday. Give me a second. Hold on.
No, the Lakers and Suns, I think it's Friday or Thursday. Like you said Friday, I said Thursday.
Lakers, hold on. The next game is game 2 is Tuesday. It's this Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay, it's coming up Tuesday.
Tuesday, 10 o'clock, 10 p.m.
All right, a couple of days from now. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, hold on. I'm because I think other people might want to get in. So let me hold on.
People say they send you the Cash App.
Oh, hold on, Darth Low. The Cash App that you sent yesterday, for some reason, I don't know why, but it didn't go through. It said it failed. I don't know why. Usually, when you send me Cash Apps and you send them quite often,
you gotta have to accept it. Check your Cash App, see if you gotta accept it.
No, I said it failed. I tried to accept it yesterday, but it failed and it didn't go through. And then, you know how like when it don't go through, it like cross it out. That's what happened.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so that's what happened. But usually, Darth Low, your Cash Apps usually go through. I was surprised the one you sent me yesterday for the show didn't go through. I don't know what happened, but no, I didn't get it, bro. It sent through, but it didn't approve it for whatever reason.
Send y'all both send each other a screenshot so he could see what's going on.
Okay, I just posted the link in the chat. If y'all want to come on, and give y'all a little take on this, y'all can. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my Taurus twin, Bronze Dip and Sun Kids. Appreciate you for coming through, showing love. Appreciate that. So let's switch over to the earlier game, which was the Wizards in Phoenix.
They covered the spread for me.
Yeah, Wizards. I'm sorry, I'm about to say Phoenix. Wizards in Philadelphia.
Yeah, Philadelphia.
Hold on. Darlow said he sent another one. Hold on, let me check it, fam. Let me check it.
Yeah, shout out to the Wizards for covering for me. Philadelphia was favored by 8, and Philadelphia won by 7. So shout out to the Wizards. That's still going to be a series, y'all. Watch out for the Wizards, Philadelphia fans. For them to lose by 7 and hold Ben Simmons down, it was the rebound and assist that got Philadelphia that 7-point win against the Wizards. His playmaking.
I just seen the Cash App Darth Flow is saying it's pending, so I'm just waiting for it to go through, see what's gonna happen. But I appreciate you though, bro. I appreciate you. Hold on, we got somebody in here that just popped up. Shout out to my brother Laro. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, Laro, quick before you get in, let me say this. So when it comes to the Philly game and the Wizards game, I actually was surprised. I thought that game was going to be a blowout. I thought that Philly was going to blow Washington out, but actually Washington or the Wizards played better than I expected them to. At
What
one
makes you
point,
say that?
I'm not a look. I've never been a Russell Westbrook fan, and to me, you know, he's inconsistent. Some games he'll come through, and then some games he'll throw away the game for you. So, you know, and then the way they played against what was that team that they it was Indiana. They got destroyed by Indiana their first night when they was trying to get that 7 spot.
You mean the Celtics?
Yeah, excuse me, the Celtics. Yeah, my bad. They got destroyed by the Celtics. I'm sorry, and I just felt like they not a to me. I don't really trust them. I mean, besides Westbrook and Bill, I just never trusted them like that. And like I said, Philly has an overall better team, so I thought they was gonna get crushed, but they played better
Philadelphia
though.
does have a better over team. Here's the thing that you don't understand. Like I said with the Lakers, they could take you out position. Like Embiid, he dropped what? How many points? 23, 25, something like that.
Yeah,
If it wasn't for Tobias Harris, they don't have an answer for Tobias Harris. They have an answer for Embiid. They don't have an answer for Tobias Harris is the key. And he dropped 33, 35 points. And then Simmons distributed because they was locking him down on defense. So they don't have an answer for Bill and Westbrook in that series. Steph Curry can't hold Bill. And so we know that Ben Simmons can't hold Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is a good defender. And so if it wasn't for Tobias Harris, they would have lost that game. So for you to sit here and say they're going to blow out the Wizards is good against Philadelphia. They're kind of like mini Miami. You block the interior and kind of give a beat out of his range. However, they don't have an answer for Tobias Harris. If Tobias Harris is going to average 30-something points, then yeah, they could win a close game. There ain't going to be no blowouts in the series. No blowouts.
well, you probably right about that. Real quick, let me give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to DS1 Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I appreciate you for sharing the video, bro. I just seen that. Appreciate you. Let me go ahead and get my brother Laro up in here. I want to get your take on any of the games, whether it's the Philly Wizards game or the Lakers and Suns game. What you got to say on any of them?
Oh man, you know what? I hate LeBron just like most people do, man. I mean, I don't hate him as a as a player, but all the goofy shit he do. But I mean, I think it's time. You know what I mean by goofy shit is all getting all the best players for a team. And let going to Kevin Love and going to Kyrie and going down to Miami. Trying to surround himself with the best talent. I mean, if he the best, he should play like the best. So I'm actually looking for the Lakers to lose in 6. That's probably what's gonna happen most of all, man, because there's too many fresh legs on that court, man, and I don't know what's wrong with Anthony Davis. I mean,
that
for him
nigga's soft. That's what's wrong with that nigga. He's soft as fuck.
I mean, I thought DeAndre Ayton was soft, right? I mean, year 3, year 4, whichever one it is, I kind of expected a little bit more from him coming in, to his career. But I mean, he came through, man, and he was just bodying boys up. I mean, just deep-on boys, man. I don't know what the hell wrong with Anthony Davis, bro.
I keep telling niggas that nigga is soft, bro. Like, look, he was the man down when he was playing in New Orleans because couldn't nobody hold him. But I mean, when you really look at it, bro, he be like now that he's with LeBron. Like the thing is, I believe Anthony Davis always wanted to be a 2. He never wanted to be the number 1 guy because that takes less pressure on him. And 2, he don't want to bang down low with guys his size. What he want to do is he want to set up and post up for the mid range jumper, and he want to shoot threes. And look, if you got it going for the mid range or the 3-pointer, then hey, keep shooting it. But the days that you're not hitting it, which today he wasn't hitting it, just like he wasn't hitting it the other night on the playing game against Golden State. Bro, that's when you got to go back down low. I remember when I played ball in high school, I was a really great, shooter. I could shoot damn near from anywhere, mid-range, 3-point shooter, whatever. But there were certain nights where my shot might have been off, and my coach used to always tell me, like, look, okay, when you shot off, this is what you do. You go inside, and then you work your way back outside. You know what I'm saying? That's how you, get your shot back. And I feel
Hey,
like
hold
he don't.
on. Hey, hold up. I gotta ask you something, man, before I forget. Bro, were you on the squad that went state, bro?
What happened?
Were you on the squad that went state?
Wait, say that again.
Were you on the squad that went state?
Nah, bro. Nah. I went to a private school, bro. I didn't go to no public school. I went to a private school. You know.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. But nah, he don't want to. Like I said, he don't want to bang down low. Like they want him to play the 5, but he want to play the 4. And it's like, bruh, it's like at the end of the day, like you be better off playing the. Because to me, like Drummond is not the answer, bro. I'm sorry. Like Drummond might have a game or two here or there where he might go off, but Drummond ain't that guy, bro. I'm sorry. He just not that guy to me, bro. Like
But
he
but
like
but
I don't
he
put much faith in him.
but he never was the man like that points wise. Andre Drummond was probably like a 10 point, 20 rebound guy. You know, somebody to take the pressure off of Anthony Davis. You know, to go down there and bang with the big boys or whatever because Anthony Davis don't like getting physical or whatever, right? I mean, that was supposed to take all the pressure up off of him, but now it's like they got too much size out there.
Here's what
So
I would do. Here's what I would do if I the Lakers going forward. Don't play them two at the same time, unless you're going against a team that has multiple bigs. But when you're playing a smaller team like Phoenix, even though they got Aiden as a big guy, don't play both Drummond and Davis at the same time because when you play both of them at the same time, they almost cancel each other out. And not only that, then they're not able to move and run, in the open court like that. You know what I'm saying? So to me, if they're gonna play one let the other one come out, play for the second unit, but don't play both of them at the same time because all they do is slow that team down. And like I said, when you got a team like Phoenix that they can run in the open court, you know what I'm saying? You're just gonna get killed every time. So that's what I would do, me personally. You know what I'm saying? But Ralo, what's up with Anthony Davis, man? Why he playing so soft?
It's not that he's playing soft. It's the coach and how they want him to play. And he doesn't want to get too nicked down there with them guys, man, because the league has gone from going in on your opponent to trying to longevity their career. The average bit man who doesn't really take care of himself normally lasts 10 years in the league. How long Davis been in the league? Almost 10 years, right?
Yeah, about 10 years, about a good 10 years, right? Yeah.
So he's trying to longevity his career, and he's not trying to bang with Nokic and all them other guys because it takes wear and tear on your body. Like when I play against guys that is actually bigger and coherent, it takes a win out of you. It takes 5 to 7 minutes to get back into your format. So people are looking at it like he's soft. No, he's not really soft. It's the game that they playing. They trying to keep these players in the best shape. It's not like 90s, man. When you had Anthony Mason in them, Davis would not last 2 years in the league against them guys. Charles Oakley's in them. The league wants their players to play long. It's all about business now. NBA back then, they didn't really care for the players like they do now all of a sudden. You see what
Nah,
I'm saying?
I agree. I don't disagree with nothing you just said. It just to me, as a basketball fan, I grew up in the '90s watching, basketball, and like you said, it was definitely a different time, different era.
It's a lot of these guys don't have
Yeah,
stamina. You got to understand.
yeah, man,
A
it's
lot of them don't have
more
stamina. They
physical.
don't have stamina like that.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
yeah.
Stamina back then was stronger than it is now.
But I got to be honest with you though, man. That's kind of why the basketball and the NBA ain't the same because they pretty much what they did by doing that, Rallo. What they did is they pretty much like how some animals become like they become extinct. It's pretty much that's what the center is. The centers become like now they want the centers to be on the wing, shoot threes and all that kind. And granted, you got some centers out there that's good like this. So shout out to Joel Embiid. That's why to me he's the best center in the league because not only can he shoot threes, free throws, and mid ranges, but he can actually post up down low. Like he has, like he
That's
got.
not what they want, though. That's not what the league wants.
But
I
here's the
get what
thing.
you're saying. That's what the
Yeah.
league wants the guys to play European style. They want them to play a different style because a lot of the owners are not from this country and they want it a certain way. Some of the coaches are briefed about how they want their owners is telling the coaches brief how they want their players to play.
Ralo, check this out. Now,
What's up?
do you agree with me? I would say that Anthony Davis has the skill set to go out there and dominate the paint. Can we at least agree with that?
If he didn't do it his first 2 years, 3 years in the NBA, I disagree.
No, I've seen him take guys down to the on the post, do some moves, and finish close to the basket. He does have that in his repertoire. He can do it. I've seen it. But the thing is, the style of the game, and I understand what you're saying, that European style. I don't like it myself. I mean, guys don't like to get touched for some reason, right? However, these are the playoffs. I can understand 82 games in a season, right? I can understand going through there, going half-assed at it. You're gonna make the playoffs. Once you're in, you got a chance to win a title. So everything else is out the window right now. You have a series to win right now, and you down the game right now, bro. Who
Yeah,
cares about getting hurt? Who cares about getting hurt right now? I mean, bro, LeBron played all those tricks to get you on his squad. It's time for you to do your thing right now. You can't be worried about getting hurt or worried about getting nicked up or trying to finesse a win. You have to do what you were brought in, bro. You're 7 feet. You're 7 feet tall. You have a jump shot. You even have a 3-point jump shot. You have a back to the basket moves. Man, you have to be more aggressive. You have to go out there and rebound and show your dominance. I mean, that's what you have to do. That's why you came to LA. You living behind legends like Kareem, Shaq, Will. Bro, what you gonna do? You gotta show up. You looking like a pussy out there. I mean, for real.
Larry, here's the thing though. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Look at the DNA of these genetics right now. The genetics of the Currys, they had to cater to the Currys and the long range and appease to the youngies. The youngies is not, they love to shoot. They don't want to go inside. That's obsolete now. Having two players and dunking, that's obsolete. They want it to be a shooting to appease to a different audience. They don't want men to be men no more. This is what people don't understand.
But hold on,
This
Rollo.
country
Hold
don't
on.
want men to be men,
Hold on. Let me add this.
even in sport.
So both you and Lero, y'all are both right. Y'all not wrong about anything y'all said. But here's the thing: if you watch, if you watch last season when the Lakers won the chip last season, right? Now the Lakers, they had the benefit of going up against smaller teams. So they played against the Rockets. They played against the team, I forgot the team they played before them, but basically they played against, and what did they do when they played against these smaller teams? They went big and it worked for them. So what I'm saying is, why not do what worked for you last year? Y'all went big, and when you went big, these guys couldn't mess with you because when Anthony Davis was under that basket, grabbing rebounds and turning around, dunking on dudes and stuff like that, they was killing dudes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, and I get what you're saying, Rallo. The fabric of the league has changed because now it's shoot first. They playing from the outside. They going outside in instead of inside out like they used to be. So I get what you're saying. Nobody's disagreeing with you on that. I just think that me personally, if I'm a team that has big men who can actually do some damage under the basket, I don't give a damn what the league wants because I'm trying to win. You know what I'm saying? And if that means that we got to go back to playing old school style ball, wow, these guys want to shoot threes all day, but I'm killing them under the basket and I'm getting rebounds and stuff, then why not take advantage of that? You know what I'm saying? That's all I think me and Lero was trying to say, because ain't no way in hell, Anthony Davis, that tall and that lengthy, you know what I'm saying, to be, letting dudes that's smaller than him or dudes, that's not even as physical or talent as him, just beat up on him like that, outshine him like that.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna piss off a lot of our people. Who's the biggest investment in the NBA?
The guards, point guards.
No. Who's the biggest? Who's the biggest investment in the NBA, the league? I'm not talking about the players. Who invests the most in the NBA?
I don't know. You tell me.
It starts with the letter J. We ain't going to say the name because
Oh,
they
yeah, yeah,
want the channel to
Oh
get
no,
in trouble.
Rollo. I mean, can we not go with the conspiracies and just keep to the game
Listen,
on
listen,
the
listen,
floor? I
listen.
mean, come on, man. Come on.
Listen, there's no such thing as conspiracy with me. A
look,
league, a league has owners. They have bankers. They have people who invest. And as they invest, they want a certain look of a logo. The owners have to go to these people to keep the arena going. And they steady the fans. If you talk to an average fan now, they kind of like the running gun. They don't care about the half court or full court press. The average fan is used to seeing run, 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 not stagnant, not going in on your opponent. They're trying to lower the league. Our people used to invest in the league, but if you go to these games or you go to these places, you see more of their people going and less of us going. We're not involved in
Well,
sports like we used to. We're
actually,
not as involved in sports as we used to.
Actually, you don't see much of anybody now because it's not completely opened up right now. But uh, so this year is different. Last year was different. So
There's
I
no
mean,
excuse.
I
We
understand
spent
what you're saying,
3.1 trillion. There's no
but
excuse. No, no,
but
no,
here we go,
no, Ralo.
Rollo. If
I'm
those
not hearing
people
no
really
excuses.
ran it,
hold on, hold
Rollo,
on, hold on, hold on. Let him get it off. Let me say what he got to say. You got it, Laro.
Rallo, if those people really ran the league like you thought they really did, you would see probably a 50-50 squad as far as like our people versus other people on the team. Bro, it's not like that, bro. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I hear you. I hear you. The NBA did something by cleaning up a culture, back when AI was first in the league and he came through and guys just took it like completely
They
hood.
don't want the realness. So why
And
why we having this? Why so what we talking about? They don't want realness. So you know that.
Rollo, we just talking about on the court. That's what we talking about. We're not talking about that. We talking about on the court. All I'm saying is, as a team, you have to go with the best advantage. Whatever your strength is, whatever, because like you said, in the playoffs, it's all about mismatch and it's all about what.
Y'all don't know about handlers, man. I'm gonna stay out of this, man. I'm gonna
No,
stay out of this conversation because it's not gonna go nowhere with both
no,
of
we
y'all,
get
man.
we get that, but like I said, we talking sports today. We talking strictly sports. We talking on the court. I get what you saying, Rollo, and again, we not dismissing what you saying, but what I'm trying to get you to understand, what we trying
If
to get you
you
to understand.
don't have any involvement in the league, you have no say. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to see. If you want old school, our people need to invest in the league, just like they
Okay,
invest in certain
Rollo, we
things to
hear
get
you.
certain things
Rollo,
done.
we hear you
What's
on
the
that. But
excuse?
we talking about the play on the court right now. We not talking. I get what you're saying. We not disagreeing with you
Why
saying
you think
again.
they playing the way they play? They're not playing like brothers used to play. Why? Because they appease it to other people.
Hey,
What are
Well,
you
hold
I,
on.
talking
Hey,
about?
Rollo. You know what? I'll go there with you. Hey, Rollo. You can't have
Oh
boys
man.
going to the lane and getting clothesline, dog. Man, come on, bro. You can't have that no more. I mean, there was a place and time in the sports for that, and I used to enjoy it. I used to like it. But I mean, come on, we can't have a Jordan rules era like going and tackling Steph Curry when he goes for a layup and drag him down to the ground. No, that's not
Ain't that
basketball.
why
That's
people like?
school play,
Ain't
bro. I
that
mean,
why
come on.
people like? Ain't that why people like?
Man, no,
Blood for
bro. I mean,
blood, right?
that's goonery, bro.
Answer the
No, no,
question.
no, no.
hold
That's
on, y'all, hold on. Look, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not discounting what Rollo said. All I'm saying is, as a coach and as players, man, you got to play to your strengths. Whatever your strengths is, you play to that. Try to win, because at the end of the day, it's about winning. It's about getting to the next round and winning. Now, I get what Rollo's saying. There is stuff that goes on behind the scenes. There's different agendas. So I get all of that. But again, once you on that
Let
court,
me
bro,
let me ask let me ask
you
that with
know,
this. Let me ask that with this. Is you gonna watch a boring scene of a man and a woman having a good time, or you gonna watch the drama? Which one you gonna watch, Larry?
I mean, say that one more time, bro.
Are you gonna watch a boring scene with a man and woman having a good time, or you gonna watch the drama of the man and woman going back and forth? Which one gets more? Which one gets more views and more talk?
Man, that's a question out there I wasn't prepared to answer, bro. I mean, if you want to ask, I'm not a drama type person. I don't like to see
Is
people
the
fight.
NBA more drama than it is back in the days?
Man, I'm just trying to watch the game on the court. I don't care about the extras. I just want to see a good game. Really, actually, I just want to see a good game, bro.
That's
Like
not
I was
LeBron.
watching,
That's not LeBron
like
cry a lot.
watching. Okay,
That's not
like
like LeBron
watching.
cry a lot.
Listen,
Yeah,
I
LeBron be
like
crying.
I like the Lakers getting their ass beat today better than I would have liked drama going on with somebody clotheslining somebody or somebody just dragging somebody out of bounds, somebody making some ridiculous play. I just want to see ball on the court. So what happened today was the Lakers got it handed to their ass, and it's possible LeBron won't get number 6, and that's what I don't want to see. I don't want LeBron to get another one because
Oh,
he does. If he does, he's
he's
prepared
not
to
going to the
go.
championship, man. It's going to be the Nets, and somehow the Clippers get their act together. It's going to be the Nets and Clippers. I picked them earlier this year, just like I put Tampa Bay and Kansas City. I was right. Tampa was going to win, and they won. I seen it. I see these things before it happens, man.
Real
That's
quick,
what you have to understand with the sports. I see it before it happens. People
real
be
quick.
clowning me
Real quick,
on
I
it.
want to give a shout out. I got a new subscribers by the name of Kansas City Native. I appreciate you for subscribing to the channel. Hopefully, you go through my channel and you watch the videos and hopefully you like what you see. Also, let me say this: I want to address the comment that I have highlighted by Dave Bass. Shout out to him. He says LeBron James should be suspended for breaking the COVID protocols. I totally agree, but this kind of goes into what Ralo was talking about. At the end of the day, when this happened, I already knew that nothing was going to happen to LeBron. I already knew that they weren't going to hold him accountable. They weren't going to suspend him or anything. Even though when Kyrie broke the COVID protocols, when Lou Williams broke the COVID protocols, the media, they went in all on them and they said that, they was dumb, they was stupid, they was selfish, thinking about themselves and not the team, and, all this little stuff, blah, blah, blah. But LeBron can break the rules, and the reason why he can break the rules and not suffer consequences because number one, he's the face of the league. Number two, he brings in a lot of the views and a lot of the numbers, and pretty much he's the golden child of the league. So I already knew once he broke the COVID protocols that they weren't gonna. And then you had to think if he would admit, if they would have because really he's supposed to be spending at least. I think when you break COVID protocol, you're supposed to be out for 14 days, which is 2 weeks. So he probably would have missed, most of this series. He probably would have missed game 1, 2, and possibly 3. Had they decided to hold him accountable.
He would have missed 4 games.
Yeah, he would have missed pretty much the whole series or most of it. So, but I knew they weren't going to do that because, like I said, then who's going to be the one? I mean, you're going to have Anthony Davis by himself, so that's why he's not going to get suspended. But yeah,
he has a lot to say. Kyrie Irving is speaking truth. Let's get to the facts. Kyrie Irving's been speaking truth about what's going on. Ain't no goddamn conspiracy, Laro. He's been speaking a lot of truth. What's going on in society, what's going on in this world, and he gets criticized for it. But when you play this game like LeBron does, fake and phony, I can't stand him, man. He's fake and phony.
Hey, Ralo, I came in saying I don't like LeBron because of all the things that he do, right? I came in saying that. So no, I'm not trying.
I'm agreeing with you. You did say that. I'm just explaining what you're saying. That's all.
So what I'm saying is I've been working a lot the last couple of weeks. I mean, can y'all tell me what LeBron actually did to break the protocol?
Okay, after the game where they played the Warriors for the play-in, when they got the number 7 spot by beating the Warriors, after the game, he went to a party. I think it was a party that the rapper Drake hosted, and he was at the party, no mask, no nothing. They took a group photo, him, Drake, and a few other celebrities that was there. And I think Drake posted it on social media, Instagram or whatever. And it was kind of similar to when Kyrie Irving, went to a party of his earlier this season. And, he didn't have on no mask or whatever. And I think I think the only difference was Kyrie Irving got recorded on video. This was a picture. But, I remember when Kyrie Irving did the same thing earlier this season, they dogged him, which, Ralo is right that they, it's, they targeting Kyrie for other stuff.
They
But
did
yeah,
James Harden the same way when he
yeah,
went to the baby party too. They did
yeah.
Harden the same way.
Yeah, Harden, KD, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah.
it just goes to show you, man, the league is very biased, bro. The sports media is very biased. You notice that LeBron can never do no wrong, even when he is doing wrong. They'll never call it out. They'll never say anything. But somebody else do the same exact thing. They got all the smoke in the world for them. So that's why I don't like LeBron, bro, because it's like ever since he came into the league, man, they've been kissing his ass. They've been pandering and catering to him. And this is why he feel like can't nobody tell him
They
nothing.
gave him too much power, bro. I mean,
Facts.
for one player to say, "Hey, man, we not playing today." He don't care about the injustice. He don't care about the facts. He just care about tweets. And we not playing today. And you know what everybody gonna do? Just like the peanut gallery that goes on in these spaces. If one guy says if one guy says he's the head guy, you know what's gonna happen? You got a bunch of followers. LeBron should not be able to shut down the league just because he says shut down the league. He has absolutely too much power. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. That was a gateway. The things that LeBron does, that was a gateway for Harden to get out of Houston, right? That was a gateway for like Deshaun Watson to be like, okay, I got 4 years on my contract. I don't want to be here. Let me go. That's the gateway for that, bro. You can't.
I don't have an issue with a player having the right to go where they want to go. I don't have an issue with that.
Well, hold up. Don't sign the contract then. Don't sign the contract. Okay, it's in the contract when you sign it that we can cut you. That's in the contract, right? It's not in the contract to where, if you don't like it here because you don't like it in Houston anymore, with 3 years left on your contract, I'm able to go. But it is in the contract that we can cut you if you're not living up to your performance. So, bro, if you sign the contract, shut your ass up and sit down. It's not like you making peanuts. Bro, you making $25 million a year. How bad can it really be, bro? How bad can it really be for you?
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. My thing is this though, like again, I'm all for player mobility, but I gotta agree with Laro. Once you sign a contract, you pretty much stuck. Now I will say this.
Oh, hold on. Let me ask you this question since y'all want to go there. Y'all both working 9 to 5, right?
Correct.
And so they give you a certain amount of time to be there. Y'all know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probation, and they select they want to keep you or not. So what be
actually, Ralo, I'm kind of an independent.
Hold on. Let them finish, Laro, and then I'll let you cut it.
I just wanted to say I'm not taking out. I'm an independent contractor, bro. So I'm not necessarily
Okay, you like me. So all right, cool. Third, you're 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So somebody wants to work in your place, they have to go through a probation, right?
Mm-hmm.
For almost 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go through all the BS just to see if you're going to get in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not guaranteed that the player that plays for a certain team, if he doesn't perform a certain way, they could get rid of him. But it's wrong for him to one up and leave. So you letting the company you work at hold you from what you're doing?
No. But what I'm saying is this though. At the end of the day, like faces, So
Who's winning? Who's winning at the end of the day? The company or you?
Wait, repeat that.
Who's winning? The company or you?
What you mean? Who's money?
Who's winning at the end of the day? The company, okay? Is they winning or you winning?
I mean, if we talking sports, then it's more than likely it's going to be the company.
Okay, so the owner wins at the end of the day, whether the player wants to be there or not, right?
9 times out of 10, yeah.
So 9 times out of 10, the place you at, they pay you a certain amount and they get 40, 50 off for you. If you're aware or not. Now you know if you didn't know. So like if a person opens up a business and want to pay everybody, if let's say America wants to pay everybody $15 an hour, do you know they get 40 off of you per person? That's how they get their money and regurgitate it to the managers and the district managers. And that's how they make their money off of every person. So you get 15, but the
Ralo, can you
company's
tie
getting
this back
40. So
into
my
the
point
NBA
is,
playoffs, bro? Can you tie it in, bro? Because I'm kind of lost right now. Just tie it back into the playoffs right now.
I'm
Just
getting to my point. The point is the playoffs, right?
okay.
The playoffs, it's like I said earlier to third. It's a big TV money machine, and they want to see a certain game. And what people don't realize is if it's boring, they're gonna shut their TV off. The bars, they need the excitement. You got to get the people engaged into what they want. It's like a customer. So you want your food, so you want to give you sloppy food, right? So you want to go to a game where everybody's doing the same thing. If it's no show, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be satisfied. So you got to satisfy your big base, is what I'm saying. So nobody want to see inside all day.
Man, Rallo, I don't see how the hell you handicap games, right? And you have all these other theories about the sport because basically what you're saying is, real talk, bro. I mean, how the hell do you handicap a game and you have all these other variables in it, right? The best players on the court with the best system, they win.
Now, and that's it. Ask the Lakers against Detroit. How that happened?
You talking about 16 years ago, bro?
I can't give you case example.
When Detroit beat the Lakers, you had a washed-up Gary Payton, you had a washed-up Carl Malone. They were trying to chase rings.
They was watching the finals, right?
Ralo, let him finish. Ralo, let him finish. Hold on, let him finish, and then you can respond.
They got it handed to them by a team who was a real team. They were a team, a solid unit. Rip, Chauncey, Ben Wallace, Prince. Bro, they had a real team and they played team ball. Now, the Lakers fucked up. I remember when Shaq and Kobe had that one-on-one on TNT or whatever. They talked about it. The Lakers fucked up. The Lakers messed up that, man. Bro, no, man. I mean, look, I'm not ready to give over my sports to conspiracy theories. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it.
Let me say this real quick. Let me say this before you get in, Ralo. Let me say this. Now, I do agree with Lero on the point that usually 9 times, okay, I'm going to put it to you like this. 9 times out of 10, we all know the team that usually wins a championship, no matter what sport it is usually the team that has the best talent and has the best players. That's usually.
Tampa Bay was going to win last year?
Hold on, Ralo. Let me finish. Let me get my stuff out. Hold on. 9 times out of 10, the team with the best talent and the most talented players usually win the championship, right? But sometimes what ends up happening is that when you play against a team that's well disciplined, that knows what they're doing, that has a system, and that and that's all on the same page, you get what happened with the Lakers against Detroit, or you get the San Antonio Spurs. Now look at the San Antonio Spurs. They've won 5 championships, right, with Duncan, Ginobili, and Parker, right? Now, at any given time that they've played in the finals, they weren't the best. They didn't have the most talent on the team. And that's not to diss Duncan, Ginobili, or Parker because they're great players, and all 3 of them most likely are Hall of Famers. But however, they didn't always have the best talented team they didn't have the most talented players. However,
the Hall of Fame this stats 2 weeks ago.
Hold on. But what happens is because they played as a unit, as a team. They were all on the same, and they knew each one of those guys had a job to do, and they did their job well. Nobody tried to do more than what they were supposed to. And when you have a team like that, sometimes that does beat the team with the better talent or with the better superstars. So Lero is right that sometimes, man, it's not always about who has the most talented. Sometimes it's about whoever actually plays the game of basketball the right way and who was all on the same page. And that's all I think that's what he's trying to say, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so I'm not disagreeing with that. Now the question is, I have a question for both of y'all. Did y'all both pick Tampa Bay last year to win it all?
I had them going to the Super Bowl. I had them against. I think I had them against. I want to say Kansas City, and I had Kansas City winning, so I didn't pick them, but I did have them going to the Super Bowl.
Okay, Lara.
Well, I didn't officially pick, but I was torn between Green Bay
and New Orleans. So I was wrong. So
Who y'all picking in the NBA? Don't lie. Before the year's over with.
I'm picking. I picked Brooklyn. Once I found out that they was getting on, I picked Brooklyn.
Okay, I
yeah,
remember you saying that.
yeah.
I remember
I
you
was
saying that. I
I was
picked them
thinking Nets
before
Lakers.
Harden. I picked them before Harden, but go ahead.
I was picking Nets Lakers.
I
I'm
want to
still
see.
going with Nets Clippers.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see Nets Clippers. I think that would be the better series. But okay, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, Ralo. So let's transition over the Clippers. Man, I'm gonna tell it to you like this: if the Clippers don't quit fucking around and playing around, Dallas gonna bounce them out the first round. Now I know it was one game, so I'm not gonna overreact and say that it's over because they still got plenty of games left. But I will say Dallas is out for revenge from the Clippers beating them last year, and I don't know what it is. Well, actually, I know what it is, but the Dallas Mavericks they match up really well with the Clippers, and they always get a best effort towards the Clippers, and not only that, once you got Luka, man, out, and the open court, pushing the rock, man, on a fast break, man, they hard to stop. So the
And
Clippers
they
better
got
quit
wing
playing
players
around.
like Tim
And you
Hardaway.
know what?
They got
And
wing
one thing
players
about
too.
that is, it's funny how all the rumors came out just before the playoffs. It's like the glove, right? The claw, right? He got one foot out the door thinking about going to Miami, bro. I mean, look, you can't have all this over your team. It's the same thing that happened in San Antonio. It's the same thing that happened in Toronto. It's like, bro, do you want to be here or not? And you know what? Just like clockwork, he doing the same damn thing at the same
Whoa,
damn.
whoa, whoa, whoa! So, are you saying Kawhi is the problem in all of this? Are you saying he's the common
Oh,
denominator
well,
in all of this?
yeah, man. Hey, look, Paul George is Paul George, bro. I mean, he gonna always be Paul George. He can ball through the season, make the playoffs, make all NBA second team, third team, or whatever, right? But dude, he's not like Mr. Clutch, right? He's a great number two, right? You see what James Harden did yesterday, right? What James Harden did, he did something he never did in Houston. He deferred, right? He bagged out, scored 21. He went 8-8. He wasn't trying to shine too much because James Harden knows that he needs a ring, right? James Harden knows what he has to do. Look, Paul George, he is a number two player, right? James Harden is a guy who wants a fucking ring. It's a difference. If he has to score 46 points, he'll do it. But now he's on a team to where he can, facilitate. He can score if he has to. He can do whatever he has to do. Paul George doesn't have that in his game, right? So that means Kawhi has to step up and show the reason why, okay, we traded away all our assets. We don't have a future without you, Kawhi. Kawhi, what's going on? You should have signed a contract last off season. Bro, you leaving the whole squad in limbo because he's just so aloof and doesn't know what he wants to do as a person. So man, you can't have that dude on your squad, man. So I don't think the Clippers gonna do shit. Just like Kawhi, they'll probably lose in the first round. He'll probably be in Miami next year trying to chase another ring. Because that guy's so out.
Wait a minute. So I want to make sure I get you on the rec. So are you saying that the Clippers ain't gonna get to the conference finals, let alone the NBA finals this year? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, of course. I'm not a Clippers guy. No, of course. No.
Who you got going to the Western Conference? I mean, to the NBA Finals from the West.
And listen, I picked the Lakers against the Nets, right? So I would still go with that. But if the Lakers get bounced by the Suns, I mean, first of all, I don't think the Clippers can. We all saw it last year against Denver. They can't get by them. They got a worse team.
Portland's being Denver. You don't lost you man. Look, Portland is beating Denver. They don't have an answer for them for Nella and McCullough. They need Murray back to help Andrew Gordon. And Carmelo is the key. They have no answer for him. They are going to lose in 6.
Okay, I'm gonna say something to you right now. I'm gonna say something to you right now. You want to put something on that?
Ooh.
Nothing big, nothing fancy. It ain't gotta be all that. It don't have to be nothing big, nothing fancy. I'm not trying to go overboard, bro. Let me tell you something, man. Listen, man.
Mr. Smooth Larry wants to bet with me. How much you want to put?
I mean, I said nothing big, nothing fancy, bro. It could be a dub. I mean, it's nothing big, nothing fancy.
You talking
I
about
guess,
100? You talking about 100?
man, come on, man. I'm not finna
Oh,
YouTube
we
bet
talking about
somebody
50.
$100, bro. Huh?
We talking 50?
He said he trying to put a dub on it, Ralo. He trying to put a dub.
What, 25? What's a dub? Everybody has a dub is different. A
That's
dub in New
20. A
York is
dub is
100.
20, bro.
Oh, you're
20.
talking about 20. You talking about 20. All right. Bet. You got to bet.
Okay, I'm gonna say it
Write it
like
down,
this.
Derek.
I
Write it
got
down, Derek. Write it down.
okay. So we got
Oh, write it in the chat. Let me write mine in the chat. 20
okay.
bet. We got to
We
confirm.
got Ralo and Laro betting with the Sun. I mean, not Suns with the Portland and the Nuggets series. And Ralo say that the Blazers will win in 6. Laro says that the Nuggets will win in 6. So we got $20 on the line. Now, me personally, I think what's going to happen is I'm with Ralo. The only difference is I think it'll go 7. I don't think it's going to 7.
It don't matter how many games. Whoever wins,
I got Portland in 7. So
Ralo, whoever wins the series, right?
I'm listening.
Okay,
yeah.
whoever wins the series, it don't have to be in a certain amount of games. Whoever wins the series.
Yep.
Okay, but now I'll say this. Back to the whole Clippers and Dallas thing, right? Now I'll say this. What I don't understand is I get it. Luka's, you know, I'll keep it real. I slept on Luka when he first came into the league. I didn't think he was going to be as good as he is. He's good, even though I'm not a fan of him. You know, he's a great player. But my thing is this: if I'm the Clippers, you got to get the ball out of his hands, man, because you let him have the ball in his hand, he's going to create a lot of opportunities for other guys, or he's just going to kill you himself. You have to make somebody else on the team beat you. You know, let if Porzingis can beat you, then hey, God bless them. You know what I'm saying? One of them other dudes, Tim Hardaway Jr. something, but you can't let Luka beat you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to kill these guys every single time. So if I'm them, get the ball out of Luka's hands, make somebody else beat you. And then also another thing, they keep trying to put dudes like Patrick Beverley. Man, I like Patrick Beverley. Don't get me wrong. He's a tough player. He's scrappy. He gives, you know, a bunch of energy every time he goes out on the court. But he can't handle no damn Luka, bro. Like, come on, man. They tripping. They put him on Luka, Reggie Jackson. Like, them dudes going to get killed every single time. So if I'm Ty Lue, man, you got to come up with a better plan than that, man. You got to come up with a way better plan than that. And what they might have to do is they might have to play small to keep up with Dallas, because when they try to play big, all Dallas is going to do is run them up and down the court. They might have to change the lineup and go a little smaller. You know what I'm saying? Like, and also Rondo's going to be the key to the series. Rondo's going to have to get other guys involved. He's going to and look, it's in order for them to get out of this series, it's going to take more than just Paul George and Kawhi. The other guys are going to have to step up. The Morris, one of the Morris twins, he's going to have to step up. Reggie Jackson's going to have to step up. You know, Rondo's going to have a couple good games here and there. But, you know, it's going to have to be a team effort, because Dallas got a deep squad, bro. It's not just Luka. Don't get me wrong. Luka make it happen, but they got a deep little squad. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm Ty Lue and the Clippers, bro, you can't let Luka beat you, bro. You gotta make somebody else beat you. Like I said, if they can beat you with other guys, then God bless them.
They'll win it at 7. It'll go to 7.
Hey, Ralo.
Yeah.
Ralo, you a New Yorker, right?
Yep.
You're not watching the Knicks? I mean, what you thinking about the Knicks right now, right?
They're gonna win against Atlanta.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay, how many games is going? The series going, Ralo? What you got?
6.
6? Okay, Lara, what about you?
Yeah, I think the Knicks pretty much pull it off. Yeah.
You got 6? You got 7, 5? What you got?
I mean, you know what? Both of those squads, man. I won't call them underrated, but they're under the radar, right? So I haven't done a lot of looking and searching into those teams or whatever. So I mean, I just think the Knicks will probably win the series overall, man. Because I mean, you know, the Eastern Conference weak as fuck. They top heavy. You got the Nets, you got the Celtics, you have Milwaukee and Philly, right? I mean, other than that, man, they're not doing nothing over there, man. I mean, whoever comes out the East is pretty much gonna get drugged in 5 games or less, man. So
I agree.
Man.
Unless it's the Nets. unless it's the Knicks.
I agree with Ralo. I got the Knicks. Even though I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not really interested in that series. The Atlanta, I really don't care for either team. Even though I will say, I'm gonna say this: it's good. It's good for the league and for the NBA and for sports for the Knicks to finally be back in the playoffs. I think the last time they
Yeah.
made it was 2012, 2013 when they had Carmelo Anthony. That was the last time they made it to the playoffs. So it's a good thing. It's good for the league and it's just good for sports in general for New York.
It's a lot of money
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. Anytime these big cities like New York and LA is involved in playoffs, it don't matter what sport, whether it be baseball, basketball,
Yeah.
football. It's good for the sports economy. So, shouts out to the Knicks. Shouts
What is
out
going
to.
on with the Knicks now? What's the
Hey,
score?
Ralo,
Let me look it up. Hold on. But hold on,
Hey,
wait.
Ralo.
Before hold on, real quick. Let me say this. I agree with Ralo. I believe the Knicks will win in 6. I think Atlanta will get one game, but I think the Knicks will pretty much manhandle them from there on out. I expect Trey. What's the dude name? For Atlanta,
Young.
yeah, Trey Young. I expect Trey Young to have one good game and one great game where he explodes and splashes from everywhere, and they probably
That
win
will
that
be in
game.
Atlanta. That will be
Yeah,
in Atlanta.
yeah, but that's it. I don't see them doing no more than that. So
Hey, Ralo, is how many people is MSG letting into the stadium?
5,000. 5,000.
Man, that's it. But y'all fully open down up there, right?
July 1st, everything will be
Oh,
fully open.
July 1st. Okay.
update. So Rallo asked me what the score to the Knicks. It's right now. It's the second quarter with 4 minutes and 42 seconds left, and surprisingly enough, the Atlanta Hawks are up on the Knicks 43-38. Now it's still
Bro, that's
early.
why I brought it up. 'Cause I'm watching it right
That's
now.
early, man.
That's why I
It's
brought it up.
early.
I'm watching the game right now, bro.
Actually, now the score is 45-41 Hawks. So with 4:18
Oh,
left.
come on, man. You was getting all giddy
Nah, what I'm saying, I'm
with
watching the
some
game.
other
I
team
think
there
the Knicks will
today.
win the series. Just because they got a 5-6 point lead right now. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I do pick I'm picking the Knicks to win the game. So don't get it twisted. Just because it's a slight lead right now, bro, I'm not tripping. I know what it is because Trey Young will get hot at any moment, and he can actually blow any team out the goddamn building by himself if he gets hot. So no, I'm not going off the rails. I do think the Knicks will win. So I'm not
It will be a
changing.
Knicks. I'm gonna tell you what. It will be a Knicks less Eastern Conference. I'm telling you right now, the Knicks played the Nets better than any other team this year. The Knicks gave the Nets problems. They are a number one defensive
How
team.
many times did the Nets have a full score going up against the Knicks, bro?
45-44. Atlanta's up by a point now.
Maybe
Exactly.
one time.
No,
So
I
come on.
agree. I agree with Rallo. The Knicks this season have played Brooklyn hard every time they played them, and of course it's like that same town rivalry. And not only that, the thing about the Knicks is their best quality is their defense.
Yeah, you cannot go through them. Yep.
Tom Thibodeau is the coach, and for those who don't know, Tom Thibodeau has made his legacy and his name in the league off of his defense. When
It working for him, the Celtics want to win that championship.
not only that, people forget at one point Tom Thibodeau was the guy. He was with the Spurs back in the day. At one point, when the Spurs, when they won one of their championships, he was with them, and he was the head coach for the Bulls when they had Derrick Rose in them. Remember, I think those years, Chicago was like one of the best defensive teams in the league. They just couldn't never get over the hump against Miami and LeBron. So, but Tom Thibodeau, wherever he goes, man.
Hold up, third. He had a squad. He had a squad in Minnesota and didn't do shit with them.
And you know why? Because Minnesota, historically as a franchise, they've been bad. They haven't, done anything damn it since Kevin Garnett. And let's keep it real. I never took pride or I never, had much faith in Karl Anthony Towns and them. Matter of fact, that's why old dude Jimmy Butler ended up wanting out. Remember what he said? Jimmy Butler said years ago when he played with them, he said he wanted out of Minnesota because them dudes don't want it. Them dudes are soft and they didn't put in the work. They just came to work and showed up and that was it. That's why he forced his way out of there and ended up going to Miami. So, I mean, I don't even blame Tom Thibodeau for that. I blame the players there. It's not him, bro, because he's pretty much, had successful teams wherever he goes. He might not have, won a chip himself personally as a coach, but he's helped teams win a chip like the Spurs. And like I said, he had the Bulls being number one in the East. They just could never get over Miami and LeBron, which I'm not going to really fault them for that. You know what I'm saying? But Tom Thibodeau, man, wherever he goes, man, he gets the best out of players, man. He gets them to play, they hardest. He gets them to play good defense. So they buy into he's a defensive first guy, type of guy. So, whenever you play for him, it's defense first and everything else secondary. So, so that's why I think if the Knicks do end up winning this series, which they probably will, I think they have to play do they have to play they have to play Brooklyn next, right? Is it Brooklyn or is it Milwaukee, Ralo?
If the Knicks win?
Yeah, if the Knicks win, who they play? Is it Milwaukee?
Philadelphia.
Oh, Philadelphia. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Let's say if the Knicks do make it to Brooklyn, that could be a problem. But I don't know, man. The Knicks might give Philadelphia some issues defensively. Now, I still would give Philly the slight edge, but defensively, they can give Philly some problems, though.
Exactly. They're similar to like Miami. That's one thing about Miami. Even though Milwaukee won, it's not like they blew them out. Everybody was telling me, "Oh, they're gonna blow them out." I said, "No, they're not." I said, "And they won by 2." Miami, man, that team is that coach and that franchise don't play, man.
Really, if you look at both those teams, Ralo, both Miami and both New York, they're pretty much the same team. The only difference is,
it was in the 90s.
Yeah, they're both the same team. The only difference is, I would say, Miami is probably a slightly better offensively, and they have a few more superstar players. But they both hang their hat on defense. They're defensive first teams. They rebound really well, and they play tough, physical, old school basketball. So, and again, this kind of goes to the point we was making earlier, me and Lero, to you, Rallo, that look at what happened with Miami last year. Nobody expected them to go to the finals last year. Everybody was picking either Philly or Milwaukee. And what did Miami do? They played that old rugged, physical, defensive first basketball, and they end up sneaking into the finals. And nobody expected them to make it all the way there. So, it just go.
Let me ask you guys this question. I get what you're saying. When was the last time, outside of the Detroit Pistons and them being a rugged defensive team, that we had a legit defensive team win a championship?
I would probably say Toronto. That year when Toronto beat Golden State, I would say Toronto.
They will not be Golden State with Kevin Durant. Stop it.
No. I'm not. No. Again, you adding Kevin. You didn't say that at first. I'm just saying strictly. You talking about defense? Toronto played defense first. Yes, they had Kawhi. Yes, they had guys who were scoring. They had Siakam, but they were a defensive team. That's how they beat Milwaukee. That's how they beat the Philly. They were a defensive team.
I agree with that. Okay.
So that was the last team.
Let's go before that.
Before that, it was Detroit.
Okay. So what does that tell you? How the league is running?
No, I get what you're saying, Rallo. I get it. It's the same way. It's even the same way in the NFL now. It's offense. Even the NFL now is more offensive catered. They want a lot of those games in the NFL. They going into the 20s, high 20s, 30s. You know what I'm saying? I think the last Super Bowl where the scoring was low was I think, was it the one where they had the Rams and the Patriots? That was like the last low scoring Super Bowl. But most of these Super Bowls nowadays are like high scoring because, like you said, everything they want to push offense because it's more entertaining, it's more better for the fans. So I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is every now and then, Rallo, you'll have that one team that's traditional that'll come through, and you know what I'm saying, and they'll play their style instead of trying to play the way everybody else is playing, and they'll win. And
that's true.
And shout out to Lero, bro. I don't know what happened, bro, but if you want to come back, you're more than welcome to come back. Appreciate you. If not, Lero, I appreciate you coming through.
I'm gonna go head out to the place a few minutes away from it.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna head out in a few minutes. I'm a few minutes away from it.
Okay, let me say this. Okay, so let me ask you this then before you get out of here. So I don't know if you watched Miami and Milwaukee last night or the other night. Milwaukee, it was a good game. It went into overtime. Milwaukee ended up winning buzzer beater. I think the guy Chris Middleton, he hit the game winner. Now we all know Milwaukee's out for revenge because they got put out the playoffs last year by
He said he got a
Miami.
call in the back chat.
Hmm.
He said he got a call in the back chat.
Okay. Well, Laro, if you want to come back up, bro, you can come back up. But so we all know that Milwaukee's on a revenge path, to get back even with Miami for last year for knocking them out. How many games do you see this series going with them this year?
7.
Oh, ooh, okay. So you're going the whole 7. Okay. I was gonna say 6, but you know what? I might change my mind. I might agree with you. I think this series, I think because you got to think Milwaukee's a different team this year. Yeah, they run the same plays, but I think the biggest difference is they traded away Eric Bledsoe and they got Drew Holiday, and I think Drew Holiday is a better player than Eric Bledsoe. He spreads the floor out more, better point guard, and I think that they matured from last year. So I agree with you. I think it'll go 7, but I think I'm gonna go with Milwaukee though, because I think they have the more championship DNA, and I like the way they play better. Plus, for some reason, man, I don't know what it is, man, but Giannis, man, always comes up short in the playoffs, man. I don't know why, but he regular season he's a monster, but in the playoffs, man, he always comes up short. So that's like my only thing, man. He has to prove to me that he's gonna take it to that next level, man. Because for whatever reason, man, he always comes up short in the playoffs. What you think?
That's what the Nets have to be mindful of is the Milwaukee and Miami series. They have to watch that carefully. And don't sleep on the Celtics. Yet the Nets series is going to be the real series.
You know what would be interesting to see? To see Brooklyn and Miami play in the Eastern Conference. That would be a good matchup.
No. They're going to play the next round.
Oh yeah, that's right. They will play the next round. You know what? You sure right, Ralo. My bad. That would be. You know what? Yeah, if they would either play Milwaukee or Miami. Now, me personally, I think the team that would give them more problems would be Miami because of their defense. Not to say that Milwaukee wouldn't give them a good series, because I think Milwaukee, but I think Brooklyn has figured out how to beat my Milwaukee. All you have really the key to beating Milwaukee is you take Giannis out the picture. You take him out the equation. You shut the lane off, make him become a shooter, and make everybody else beat you. That's how you could beat them. Now, if the other guys are hitting shots and they beat you, then hey, you got to tip your hat to them. But the key to beating Milwaukee is cut the lane off. Don't let Giannis get into the lane. Don't let him kill you in the paint, and you got a good chance of winning because that's how Miami did it last year.
The one problem with Miami against the Nets this time around is that Harden, they don't have an answer for Harden. So who are you going to let off? You may let one player stop. You may stop one player, but Harden and Kyrie, they don't have an answer for them. And Doncic is a good point guard. Harden is a better point guard and a better distributor. So if you double team him or you double team Irving and Durant, them guys gonna be open all day, man.
Yeah, now, that's not even include.
The center is a problem.
You talking about Miami center?
Yeah, he's a problem.
Yeah, really. I was just about to say the only way I could see Miami even somewhat keeping up with Brooklyn is if you would have to feed the ball more to I think his name is Bam. I don't know how to pronounce his. Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but you would have to feed the ball to him and punish them down low because Brooklyn on the interior on down low they don't play defense, but and they're vulnerable in the paint. So you would have to kill them in the paint. That's the only way I could even see Miami having a chance. But you're right though. If you shut off one of the big three, then somebody's going to be open. And then let's just say two of the big three are having a bag on. Let's say all three. You still got that guy Harris, the Joel Harris dude. He man, all he has to do is just post up at the 3-point line and hit threes all day. He's automatic. So they're gonna have some issues, bro. They're gonna have really the only team that I could see beside Miami that can match up well with Brooklyn is probably Philly. They're the only team that can like match up with them, when it comes to the like different matches. Outside of that, it's gonna be hard, man, because you got a three-headed monster, man. And like you said, if one of them are off, you still got the other two. So, and you got to pick your poison. Do you want KD to kill you? Do you want Kyrie to kill you? Or do you want James Harden? Because all three of them dudes could get 30, 40 in their sleep. So, you
Right.
know, so it's gonna be hard, bro. It's gonna be hard, but I still got Brooklyn coming out the East. Uh, I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna get the Clippers. Stick with the Clippers coming out the West, even though I don't like the way they started the series with Dallas. But I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna keep the Clippers coming out the West, and I got Brooklyn coming out the East.
Hold on, an ambulance.
All right, it's cool. Appreciate the chat. Let's see what's going on. What's going on, Stingray Cool? We talking some playoffs right now.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the ladies and fellas tuning in and supporting Third Ward. Make sure you guys share his video, support him on the platform. This is a good sports talk. And we as men have agreements and disagreements on certain things, which is a good thing. You got to get people to get or understand what's going on, because the world is a video game. Which one you playing in is the question. I'm going to say that again. The world is a video game. Which one you playing in? Everyone in the chat. Because Kareem Brown is telling you what I've been saying for a long time. So that's all I'm going to say on that. When you want to win and you get detached from TV and these sports analysis, they get paid to deceive. They'll tell a little truth. They'll give you a little punch. If you catch it, cool. If you don't know what to tell you. Is everybody in the world big? No. Is everybody in the world poor? No. What do they promote? Everybody's poor, right? Do they not, Third?
Yep.
Is it true though?
Nah, it's true. It's true. Real quick.
Is it true what they're saying?
Yeah.
So you're saying that everybody in the world is poor?
No. What I'm saying is, no, not everybody's poor. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying what they try to promote to you, that's what they want you to believe. But, as an individual, you have to have enough discernment on your own to be able to determine what's real and what's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, to be honest with you, Ralo, I don't watch TV anymore unless it's sports. That's really the only thing I watch on TV. I don't watch nothing else on TV. I used to watch TV a lot, but now I don't even watch TV no more. All the time I turn on my TV is when it's football, basketball, maybe baseball. Outside of that, I don't even turn my TV on. For the most part, my entertainment is YouTube, and music, and that's about it. But I don't even watch TV no more, man, because everything on TV is so scripted and programmed and just, it's full of, crap. So I don't watch it. And then let me give a quick shout out to Sir Obadiah. I appreciate you for coming through, and I see you also sharing my video. Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, well, that's what's up, man. I'm just saying, man, because everything's a video game. Which one y'all want to play in? They tell you that.
And let me say
the world's a video game, bro.
Let me say this.
That's why I don't get all emotionally involved, man. For what?
Let me say this real quick. Right. When it comes to, I'm going to touch on it briefly. I'm not going to bring it up too much, but when it comes to this whole Kwame Brown situation, right? I ain't hating on the brother. Congratulations to him. He doing his thing. Shouts out to him. But here's my here's the problem that I had with this whole Kwame Brown thing, and it just reconfirmed everything that I've been believing as of recently. So a lot of the stuff that he was saying, has been already said in this space a million times over by just regular everyday people like us who aren't popular, who aren't famous. But the problem that I have is that it just goes to show you that people don't really care about the messages at all. They care about who's actually delivering the message. That's what it comes down to. At the end of the day, I'm not sure what happened, Ralo, but if you want to come back up, you can. But basically what I'm saying is nobody cares about the actual message. Only thing they care about is who's saying the message. So if you're a popular person, in mainstream, and you have some numbers and you have some clout behind you, then you saying something that somebody that wasn't even famous or popular, you know, they give you all the credit in the world. They want to praise you, but yet you never even say anything original. This stuff has already been said over and over again. So at the end of the day, I get why they want to give the brother, Kwame Brown his flowers, because the media did shit on him for many years, and they did, go in on him. So they want to give a brother his credit, which I don't blame him for that. But let's stop acting like him and some of these other guys that are saying stuff that's already been said in this space over and over for you. Let's stop acting like these guys came up with these original talking points, because they didn't. That's my only thing. Like, quit being, a bunch of, D riders, quit being, a bunch of bandwagon riders. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to support somebody like them, but that act like they created something or they started something. Like, no, they're regular people every day, smaller people that are the originators of certain things and talking points, but y'all don't never get those brothers that credit. So that's my only issue.
No, he has given credit to certain people on here whom he watched. Now he's not perfect, nor do I be following any man. It's only the Most High. The thing is, our people don't want to hear what the average person has to say, right? So, being stubborn as they are, he gonna use them to tell it. You dig? Let's just be real. Third, let me ask you this question: you think people gonna actually believe everything you tell them, and it's blue in the face? No.
No, I don't expect them to. But my only
Okay,
thing,
so that's what my point is. Let him
yeah.
do. He's doing the Lord's work. Now, if the Lord's dealing with him, I don't know. If the Lord's dealing with me, I don't know. All I know is I'm doing my best to have a relationship with the Most High. At the same time, he is doing what needs to be heard at a particular time, because people follow where somebody was on TV, they had a good career. However, he got his own land,
But
and
see,
he's sticking up. Go ahead.
but see, you proving my point though, Ralo. I agree with everything that you're saying. I'm not discrediting that brother. Shouts out to him. He doing his thing. But again, that just goes to my point. And people don't care about the message. They just care about who is coming from. And like I said, if you're a popular person, they will act like as if you're the one who came up with something when it could have been a regular person before you that came up with that idea. But
But
they
he
want
did
to give
shout
you
out. He
credit.
did shout out. He shout out some people. One person, I don't deal with that but
Yeah.
he shout out Tommy. He shout out what's his face? That does.
Lord, we call him around here. We call him Lord Fanny Pack. That's what we call him, Lord Fanny Pack.
I don't
So
know who's that. Yeah.
the dude who be wearing purses and shit. You know what that is?
Yeah. That's the it. Yeah, I call him an
the,
it.
yeah, the
You shout him
cheerleader.
out.
Yeah, the
I just think
cheerleader.
he just sit down the brush off.
Yeah, the
Anyway,
cheerleader. And shout out to my brother Brandon. I agree with you, bro. Look, again, I don't hate Kwame Brown, bro. Like I don't look. I don't have a problem with the brother. Like, and I agree with you. I'd rather him be preaching the message than the cheerleader nigga. But again, like I said, man, like people quit acting like like it happens even in the music industry. You got bigger artists who steal songs and ideas from smaller artists all the time, and they get the credit because they known, but it might have been somebody else who came up with the actual song first. So that's the only
he
point
shout
I'm
out
trying to
Jada
make.
Black. He shout out Jada Black.
Yeah.
He watches. Listen, my point is this: he watches the small channels. He watches, and when I said that over about who, I was called crazy. Don't know what I'm talking about. But since I've been gone for almost a week, all of a sudden, that Ralo was right again. And I'm not trying to be on some a-hole ish, but I've been around these people. I don't have to. You got to show proof. What more proof do you need when I go in these buildings that nobody could go in and have conversations with people that would not have conversations with an average person? Let's just keep it real.
Nah, that's
You know
true.
that, Third. There's certain lines you have to know before you interact with certain individuals. One, small mistake could cost you not an invitation.
Yeah.
And that's
Nah,
real.
I hear what you're saying, bro. I hear what you're saying, and he did give some shout out to some guys, in this space, and kudos to him for that. Like I said, look, I don't have no issue with Kwame Brown, bro. He doing this thing. Shout out to that brother. And truth be told, they should have left him alone. They woke up a sleeping giant by even mentioning his name. Because for many years he did take a lot of abuse from people. The mainstream media going in on him and cracking jokes on him. So I get it, but again, like, let's start acting like these celebrities are the originators of everything. No, it's probably 9 times out of 10 a small, no-name person who you barely know that came up with the idea and the concept. And all I'm saying is, quit, overlooking it. That's all I'm saying. But I get what you guys are
Well,
saying.
brother, I got to get going. I'm at the spot. I'm going to
Okay.
enjoy this scenery. What's going on? I see you guys soon. I know many of you saying, "Well, man, I'm just having a good time." I ain't on
Yeah.
social media like that.
Nah, that's cool,
I got
bro.
things to do, man.
Enjoy the game right now. It's halftime. The Hawks are up 2. It's 52-50.
Oh
So
yes, 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 yes. I'm
yeah.
gonna have some
So
fun with the fans.
you
Yes,
fin-
indeed,
you finna go get you some good grub and go watch the game.
man. They always look out for me, man. I ain't got to pay anything. I'm
That's
Lord
what's up.
International. I'm just saying. Let me shut up, because
That's what's up, bro. Enjoy yourself, bro.
I gotta teach the young men and women how to have people to serve them for once and all. Because a lot of you have not ever had that in your life. You gotta learn to get people to serve you. But you gotta put in the work for that to happen. At
Facts.
the end of the day, shout out to everybody. I'm out. Peace.
All right, Ralo. Appreciate you for coming through, bro. Yeah, man. Shout out to my brother Ralo. Y'all go subscribe to his channel, Wake the Hell Up 7. Talk a bunch of good stuff over there. We had a few disagreements today, me, him, and Laro, but it's all love. Shout out to he just that's him. And so y'all go subscribe to Ralo, Wake the Hell Up 7. He be having some dope stuff over there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all go subscribe to him. But shout out Ralo, peace to you for coming through. Appreciate the love and support, bro. We don't always agree on everything, but it's cool. It's respectful. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Shout out to Laro. I'm not sure what's going on if he's still on that phone call, but if you want to come back, you're more than welcome. Shout out to Shango. Appreciate you, bro, for coming through. My brother Brandon, you know what I'm saying? You already know, bro. It's all love, already, man. For the Record TV, shout out to my fan, my team, you know what I'm saying? The team, shout out to them. And Darflo, you said, what's my prediction for the finals? So I got the Clippers and I got the Brooklyn Nets in the finals. And I got the Brooklyn Nets winning, and I'm going to say 6. It could go 7, but right now I'm going to say 6. But I could change it to 7. So I reserve the right to change it to 7. But I got Clippers in Brooklyn in the finals, and I got Brooklyn winning in 6. So at least that's a matchup I would want to see. So, but right now it's halftime with the Knicks and the Hawks, 52-50. The Hawks is up by 2. So yeah, man, it'd be interesting to see what happens, man. All I know is, man, the Clippers better get it together, though, man. I can't believe they dropped game 1 at home against Dallas, but Dallas ain't a scrub. They're not a scrub team, so I'm not surprised. Plus, they out for revenge from last year, but they better get it together. And another thing, going back to this whole LeBron not following COVID protocol, like I said, I already knew he wasn't gonna get suspended for that. Like I said, he's the face of the league. He can get away with pretty much anything he wants. So, but I just think that at the end of the day, if you're going to hold, Kyrie Irving accountable, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Lou Williams for violating COVID protocol, hey, man, you got to hold LeBron accountable. But we get it. He's above reproach. He's the NBA, golden child. So, but I just like, man, this is why I can't stand, dude. Cause man, they be letting that dude get away with so much, man. It's ridiculous. And Brandon, bro, quit being a hater, bro. It's never too late to stop being a hater, bro. It's never too late in life to stop being a hater, bro. No nobody want to see the damn Lakers, bro. Stop it. Possibly it could be. If the Mavericks, let's say, even though I'm gonna stick to my guns and I'm gonna stick with my Clippers, let's say the Mavericks did upset the Clippers, I really wouldn't be surprised, just because, like I said, they both of those teams are familiar with each other, especially considering they played last year and in the first round, so they know each team, both the Mavericks and the Clippers, know what both teams what they want to do to one another. So it's just about which team's going to prevail, but I wouldn't be surprised. Also, um, the Phoenix Suns, if they win, that's going to be an upset because surprisingly enough, most people think the Lakers are going to win that series. A lot of teams aren't putting respect on the Phoenix Suns name because of the fact that, this is their first time in the playoffs since, I think the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and everybody's picking LA because of LeBron and Anthony Davis. But, Phoenix was the second best team in the West this year, which, they put in a lot of work and, they deserve their respect and they deserve to be, given their flowers. So if everybody else wants to sleep on Phoenix, then hey, let them sleep. But, if Phoenix wins the series, which I picked them to win that series, then I guess that could be considered upset. Because like I said, most people I know are picking the Lakers to win. So I guess that could be considered another upset. I think later on tonight you got Utah versus the Grizzlies. I think Utah will win that series easily. I think the Grizzlies will probably get one game. But if the Grizzlies was to beat Utah, that'd be another upset. And then right now, the series they're looking like it could be an upset is the Denver Nuggets versus the Portland Trailblazers. I think the Denver Nuggets is number 3 in the West, and Portland is number 6. However, I picked Portland to win just because I like their big three: Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, Carmelo Anthony. The Nuggets overall have the better team, but they're missing Murray. They're missing Jamal. I think his name is Jamal Murray, the point guard that was going off last year for them last year in the playoffs. And they just pretty much got Jokic, which Jokic is a good player, but I don't think he could do it by himself. So, yeah. So, it's first round best. It's best out of 7. Yeah, it's first round best out of 7, Darflo. So, but yeah, man, I don't know. Since I guess nobody else want to come up on here or whatever, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I'm probably gonna watch the rest of these games on here. I'm probably gonna watch the second half of that. Hold on. Yeah, right now, Darflo, Portland is up. Portland played the Denver Nuggets last night and they beat them. So right now they're up 1-0. And like I said, Denver's the better team. Denver's the 3 seed, but Portland is the 6 seed. Last night, Dame dropped like 34. He had like 34 points, like 13 assists or something like that, and like 5, 6, 7 rebounds, something like that. But he went off last night. But that's why I picked him to win and upset Denver, because I like they have 3 superstars or stars: Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, Carmelo Anthony. The Nuggets only have one right now, which is Nikola Jokic. They're missing Murray. Murray got hurt early in the season. He pulled, I think he broke his, I forgot his knee or ACL, something like that. So he's out for the season. But if they would have had him, then it probably would be I probably might have picked Denver to win that series. But yeah, right now Portland is up 1-0. So we'll see. But I'm about to get out of here though, man, because I see ain't nobody else trying to come up. So I'm gonna get out of here. But I appreciate you guys for coming through, showing love as always. And I'm gonna go catch the second half of this Knicks and Atlanta Hawks game. And then later on tonight, I'm probably gonna watch the Utah and Memphis game. So I'll catch y'all later, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Peace.